Hi there, folks. Welcome back to the Short and Stout Guys channel. We are the Short and Stout Guys. I'm Terry.
I'm Daniel.
Hey, Daniel, we went for our just regular walk at the park yesterday, starting at Islands of Adventure, and then we went over to Universal. When we were at Islands of Adventure, we went through the Hallows Eve, All Hallows Eve boutique, and nothing had really changed there. They have added costumes for each of the characters, like if you wanted to go and get a Wolfman character, or a Frankenstein or Dracula. They brought those from Epic to the All Hallows boutique, so you could buy those there. Then we went over to Universal, and we were kind of surprised. They've added some new props, and so that was kind of a fun find. We'll talk about those in a minute. But then also, while we were there, we were just about ready to leave. While we were there, they dropped the last two houses, have now been officially announced for this year's HHN Hollywood Horror Nights 34 event.
Yep.
And so we'll talk about those last two houses. There were all kinds of YouTubers there. It was actually kind of a big event. I don't know how all those people know that this stuff is happening. They must have I don't know if there's a little boo light that goes off in the sky, that calls them in. But anyway, tons of YouTube folks there. We just happened to chance upon it. But we'll show you some of the new merchandise, and we'll show you the new two houses here at the end. So let's talk about the props first. Let's start down Minion Boulevard. What did we see in Minion Boulevard, Dan?
That would be the scare zone for Origins of Fear. We saw some stone pedestals, which I think scare actors will be standing on, or maybe the statues for the different IPs will be.
Yeah, probably not going to be a real terrifying area, but it will kind of give you a nice introduction to what's going to happen for the HHN event. I don't know. We'll see. We haven't had much going on there the last couple of years. They always used to have. That would be kind of an introduction area, so maybe they're kind of bringing that back. So, all right. After that, we went around the corner to the the Toxic 20s. Not much going on there yet.
No, but they did take the construction walls down around the park area. So they got all new flowers. They put some new paint on the statue in the center. It looks really nice.
Yeah, the park looks good. Ready to go. Yep, ready to go. All right, continuing around. We went to the dance area, the
Undead Dance Party.
Yeah, kind of over by the Fast and Furious, and as you're getting into that area, it doesn't look like a lot of changes there.
Nope.
A lot of scaffolding, maybe some more lights and things. I don't really know what's all going to happen there, but yeah. So then we came around the bathroom, still got walls all around it. Hopefully they'll get that bathroom done before HHN starts.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and the bridge still totally under construction. So not ready to go with the bridge coming across. All right, coming back around, we'll head into the area which one of our favorite scare zones always is that tree line area.
Around it's down the Central Park, they call it.
But, yep, where they've announced now officially they're gonna have a nighttime show during HHN there. But also during that lane, they've got the cat lady, right?
Yep.
We haven't seen any changes to her house. Her house is still or what we think is going to be her house is still scaffolding and a stage, and then they've added a little bit to that kind of rough cat, kind of semicircular wooden area. They've added some broken pieces on the top, and you can see the stained glass windows pretty well. Yeah, and I think some of them were upside down. Now they're all facing the correct direction, so you can see the cat images kind of in the stained glass.
Yeah.
What else did you notice down that lane?
Well, one of my favorite details that I noticed is all the pumpkins in the trees.
I love that.
And all the old classic Halloween decorations.
Like from feels like the 50s, the 50s, 60s. Yeah. Decorations on the fences. And like you said, they're starting to get those pumpkins back in the trees. I love that because then they light them all up.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it at night.
Looks great. Yep, at night with the fog and the lights in the trees. It really does. It's amazing when they get that all going. Yeah. So they're working on that, and then there's all kinds of bikes. Because remember, in this scare zone, supposedly children have gone trick-or-treating down by the number 9 Crooked Lane, and they've been taken by this witch, I guess, or woman or whatever, and turned into cats. And so there's bikes all along the lane, and they've kind of started to make them look like they've been there for a while. They've gotten kind of rusty, and they're vines are growing over them and all kinds of things. So the decorations and everything is starting to look great. I'm sure they're going to do a bunch more, but so far, just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So, all right, so as you're leaving, and they've got the posts up at both ends of the crooked lane.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks good. Probably going to add some gates on those yet. They're not there yet, but the bricks and everything that are all crooked, and it just really looks like a great scare zone.
Can't wait for that one.
All right, then we're heading back into the Hollywood area, right? And we've got a zone there. What's going on? What changes do we see there?
That was the Masquerade Dance with Death. Okay. They've added another stage. There were 3 before, but now there's 4, I believe.
Okay.
It's a little different from the other stages. It looks more like a balcony area with a banister. A good way to think about it is kind of like a video game level. You got your boss level outside on the balcony, and then you have each of the other 3 floors that look kind of similar. Those are probably like mini bosses, and then on the street level, you'll have all the other like lesser lower level enemies
running around
with us. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all look great though. So the one that they've added is a cat. I think a black cat.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and so we'll try to get some images of that up for you. So now there is like a vampire bat on the big boss stage, right? And then the other ones are the cat and the raven and the gargoyle.
That's right.
That they've got on the other stages. But it looked really great. They've added gates and the big pillars to the 4 ends, so you know where that scare zone starts and ends. And this looks like it'll be a lot of fun in that area. So those are the props we've seen added, and they've got a lot to go in, about a month to do it in, since it starts about a month from yesterday. So the whole event does. So it should be really cool by the time they get.
I wonder if they're going to stop doing the parade the more stuff they add. Like I wonder how the parade maneuvers around all those
usually
props.
the parade goes until November, so I don't think that they will. So the parade's just got to kind of work its way through, and then they stop at about the time they get the Christmas one ready to roll. Okay. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. All right. We were just about ready to leave after looking at all the cool props, and we did go back into the 5 and Dime one last time, and that's when we saw they had dropped the official last 2 houses. Yep. So all 10 houses have been announced. Now the last 2 they announced were the WWE, the wrestling house called the Wyatt 6. Not the number 6, but 6, as in sick in the head kind of thing, right? Okay. So they've got the announcement for that. And then the big one that we've been waiting for the whole time is what, Daniel?
Five Nights at Freddy's, based on the movie that came out from Blumhouse.
And they're basing it on the movie more than the video game, sounds like. Yeah. So anyway, those both look good. We'll show you. They've got a T-shirt, I guess, for each of those. And man, oh man, were there people in there buying the merchandise?
So many YouTubers. So many YouTubers.
Yeah, and people in general too. Just it was loaded with folks in there buying the stuff. So that's good. I mean, it sounds like it'll bring in the people to the event. So anyway, but that's kind of rounds out the 10 houses. So we've got those last 2, and we know all the scare zones already. And so it just sounds like it's shaping up to be a great HHN year 34. And so we're excited to go. Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, and also fortunately, this kind of brings us to the end of our summer. We've got to go back to work and pay some bills. So we will still continue to create content and put it up on the channel here, but it'll probably be a little more sporadically as our time is taken up by us trying to make some money and pay off our bills, like I said. But we loved having you come along for the summer. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Let us know what other kind of videos you'd like to see, and also what you're looking forward to the most for this upcoming HHN season. So until then, we'll probably see you in the park at HHN, or we'll see you in the park just doing regular park stuff. But until then, take care.
And stay spooky.